So Jupiter will be moving into Gemini May 25th of 2024. And that kind of says a lot of things. That is a Seven of Clubs day. And the Seven of Clubs is the card of the enlightened mind, the enlightened mouth, the enlightened speaker, the speaker of knowledge and truth, and the spiritual teacher. So, and it's also the card of viral, by the way. So it doesn't necessarily always have to deal with enlightened speak. Sometimes it could deal with things like gossip and stuff like that. But with every card comes both sides of the fence. So if you have gossip, if you have extreme gossip, it gives birth to the need to speak truth, and then truth rises, etc. So that's what we're looking at with Jupiter and Gemini. So a lot of people have been, kind of upset with the direction that hip hop has taken. And, they've kind of gotten upset with it going so extreme, sexual, and yada, yada, yada. Well, Jupiter is the guru. And Gemini is definitely the sign that would deal with hip hop for sure. So with Jupiter moving into Gemini, you're definitely going to see an increase of enlightened or an enlightenment. You're going to see like this renaissance in hip hop that also accompanies Pluto and Aquarius. So you have Pluto and Aquarius, you got this Aquarian energy, and then you got Jupiter going into Gemini, which is unleashing different communication channels, like podcasting, for instance. It's interesting because the card I use for podcasting is the King of Clubs, which is Neptune to the Seven of Clubs. So if Neptune is going to be what's on the screen, then you're going to be seeing a lot of King of Clubs. And I think really what's going on with this current, battle between, the big ones in hip hop, what's going on really is a King of Clubs kind of thing. Like everybody's flexing their knowledge, flexing their skills. And it's the type of skills that uses a lot of brain activity, because to be able to really kind of come up with bars that kind of catch and grab people, this is all King of Clubs stuff, believe it or not. So what we're seeing is the preview of the Seven of Clubs energy, but it's going somewhere. You don't understand that this is a kind of level up energy. It is leading somewhere. It's leading to people really, really, really kind of taking their gloves off and putting their best into something. And ultimately, what the audiences are going to want, because of Pluto and Aquarius, is they're going to want a higher consciousness. They're going to want to hear about some high level stuff. Really, to be totally honest, they're going to be in a high level vibe. They'll be like, oh, I'm tired of listening to this. I want to hear it. Tell me about tell me about astrology and cardiology and the space aliens coming down, and tell me about, consciousness and stuff like that. There definitely will be a surgence in that type of information. And that's going to leak over to the podcast, because podcasting is the new hip hop, by the way, if you haven't really figured it out yet. That's why you got a lot of podcasts that have rappers on them, or old rappers, or the hip hop making that pivot into it. Hip hop is growing up. It's getting into, hip hop is like literally in its middle ages. So it's growing up. So it's no more getting in the studio and pumping out albums. Now it's about commentary and talking about real brain stuff in these little groups. You know what I mean? So hip hop, so podcasts are the new hip hop, point blank. And now when you get Jupiter in there, now you're going to get the gurus, you're going to get the big guys that are going to be doing podcasts. But not only just the big guys, I'm focusing on, you're going to get a level of consciousness that you have not seen in the space of podcasting being elevated to a major, major, major level. And when we talk about elevated, we talking about viewership, but we're not just talking about viewership, we're talking about money. These are people who are going to be able to make money, period.